Cincinnati. I'm Melissa Fearman from Delhi, and I just wanted to say hi, Mom, and hi, Cincinnati, from Walt Disney World. Welcome to the Ira Joe Fisher Show.
From the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida, it's the Ira Joe Fisher Show. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Ira Joe.
Can you believe it?
Good
Oh,
morning.
please, please, no, please, please. I can't believe you're taking me at my word and stopping. Don't do that. Come on. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Isn't this fun?
This is wonderful.
This day, this show, tinged with a touch of sadness because it's our final show for this week from Walt Disney World.
But
no, louder. Oh, come on. Okay, we can stay for another month or two, really, but that's got to be it. No kidding.
Thank you. Thank you. Great. It worked. It worked.
This is wonderful. Again, we are back in the Magic Kingdom. We are returning and paying another visit here. This was where we did our very first show, right here on the stage in front of Cinderella's castle, and it's so exciting. What else are we going to do today?
We're going to discover some Mickey paraphernalia in the shops they have all around Disney World, and you're going to be surprised at what Mickey's found himself on. Some of this paraphernalia.
Well, that'll be good. I'll stay tuned for that myself.
Take it away, Ira.
We are also going to find out what kind of preparation is necessary to get Walt Disney World, the Magic Kingdom, Epcot Center ready for each day's visitors. And there is a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that we're going to talk about today.
And I hear you're quite the hoofer these days.
Oh, you betcha.
You're going to learn a few steps with some of the Disney dancers, aren't you?
Eat your heart out, Gene Kelly. I'm really looking forward to that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We, of course, would like to introduce to you the people who have hosted us so very graciously. Ladies and gentlemen, Goofy and Minnie.
Goofy!
And Mickey.
Hi! Hi,
And Donald. Hi, Donald. Good to see you.
Hi, Donald! How's it going, buddy? Oh.
These people are wonderful. When we first arrived here, we were down on Main Street, USA, and we were taking a number of photographs and getting ready for the show, and you folks could not have been nicer. We were so very... Minnie kissed me. I'm so embarrassed.
Minnie, he is coming home to Cincinnati with us. Don't you dare try to take him away.
No, but this is wonderful, and we are so excited. This guy is the boss, and this, of course, is the 15th celebration, the 15th birthday celebration of Walt Disney World here in Florida. So, to you, Minnie. Oh, Minnie! Oh, no! You dropped your bow. Oh, gosh, it's a terrible thing that's happened here. We won't tell, okay? We'll just be our secret, okay, Minnie? To you, Minnie, and Donald, and Goofy, and to you, Mickey Mouse, thank you so much for being such gracious hosts and hostesses to the Ira Joe Fisher Show.
We've loved being here. We really have.
Don't you love them? We love them. What we want to do right now is introduce to you a very important person to the wonderful world of Walt Disney World. Ladies and gentlemen, she is the 1986 Walt Disney World Ambassador, Jody Carbiner.
Hi, Jody. How are you? Good to see you, too.
Hi, Jody.
Good to see you.
There goes the gang. A Walt Disney World Ambassador. What does that mean, Jody?
Well, I get to represent Walt Disney World the whole world over.
It came into being because when Walt Disney was still alive, so many people asked that he come and speak to their groups and make appearances. It was impossible for him to meet all of these demands.
Well, he found that by trying to be every place at once, he wasn't able to do things like build Walt Disney World here in Florida and take care of some other business. So we're sort of a Walt stand-in for 1 year.
Isn't that wonderful? You did it for the year 1986. Visited how many cities here in the United States?
We've been to about 86 cities over the course of the year.
What kind of questions do people ask you, Jody?
All sorts of questions. Primarily, we visit some of the kids in hospitals that aren't able to get down here. And when we come in to visit, and I'll be, of course, walking with Mickey and Minnie, and they'll say, Mickey came to see me, and they just can't believe it. So it's great. And then, of course, they want you to sing everyone's favorite song, which you know what that is, don't you?
Zippity-doo-dah.
Well, that's a good one.
What
but
about M-I-C?
That's the one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Y
M-O-U-S-E. Why? Because we love you.
That's right.
All right, can I ask you some questions?
How tough are they going to be?
They're going to be real easy because they're coming from me.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
This is the Ira Joe Fisher Show, not 60 Minutes, Jody.
All right, all right, all right.
How old is Snow White?
Snow White, I'm glad you asked that because I shouldn't give away a lady's age, but this year Snow White is 50 years old.
And she doesn't look a day over 20.
She doesn't.
Right.
All right, can you, Jody, name all 7 of the dwarfs?
Yes. Well, first of all, let me ask you, do you know which dwarf does not have a beard like all the others?
Dopey.
Good. Okay.
How did you know that?
Well, you think I was born yesterday? I've been a little kid for 39 years, Joyce. I knew that.
Okay.
Doc is the leader. Dopey, bashful, sleepy, sneezy, happy, and
Grumpy. I bet you don't know what Doc's first name is.
no, I don't.
Donald. Donald Doc. You're not being kind. You're not being kind at all. That's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. Jody, thank you for being such a wonderful ambassador and for being a guest on our show.
Thank you for coming here to Florida to join us. Tell everyone in Cincinnati, Columbus, my hometown, that we said to get down here and visit us.
All right.
Did you hear that? If Jody says do it, then do it.
Right.
Our very special guest, the 1986 ambassador of Walt Disney World, ladies and gentlemen, from Columbus, Ohio, with a capital O and a capital C, Jody Carabiner. Thanks, Jody. I appreciate it. Coming up next, we are going to meet some wonderful children from Cincinnati who perform at Disney now.
All right.
Don't you dare go away.
Today's Ira Joe Fisher Show is brought to you in part by your neighborhood Kroger store.
Ah, yes, the beautiful Cinderella's castle, home of the beautiful Cinderella. A lot of beautiful people visit and work here at Walt Disney World and in the Magic Kingdom, and you're going to meet 2 of the very special people, neighbors of yours and mine, as a matter of fact. Would you welcome, please, to our program from the Cincinnati area, Dan Labuno and Melissa Fearman. There we go. There they are. Dan and Melissa, you are with the Epcot Center Institute of Entertaining Arts, and you're also with the Castle Connection here in the Magic Kingdom.
Right.
And what part of Cincinnati are you from?
I'm from Delhi.
Dan?
And I'm from White Oak.
And how long have you been down here at Walt Disney World?
We've been down here since September 1st, about 5-6 months now, so.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
It is. It's really fun.
Now, the Institute is an institute that trains you to perform, and you have seminars, and while you're learning, you're also performing.
Right. We get a lot of on-job experience.
Is this what you want to do most with your life?
Perform at Walt Disney World?
No, be on my show.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No, I want to go into Broadway.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's going to be a long walk?
You know, take the plane.
Okay, all right, no problem. No problem. How about you, Dan?
Yeah, I like to hang out here for a while and do some more performing around the property and then eventually move on, do other things, New York, whatever.
All right, the question always arises when we have folks from Cincinnati visiting. What is it that you miss most?
Grater's ice cream.
And La Rosa's Pizza, and you can send it down if you want. Yeah. So, I'll take it.
We'll be showing their address later on for sending La Rosa's Pizzas, Grater's Ice Cream, Montgomery and Ribs, and of course Skyline Chili. That's what it'll be. We're so happy to meet you. Thank you for allowing us to visit your wonderful kingdom here. Appreciate it. Melissa?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Dan, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so good to have you here.
Bye-bye.
Now, lest you think it has been all play and no work for us down here, think again, for heaven's sakes. Joyce has been so busy.
I've been busy shopping, for heaven's sakes.
All right.
I brought you back some things, actually.
Let's
okay?
look at them.
Are you ready?
Yes.
For those sunny days in Florida, you have your Mickey Mouse visor.
Well, isn't that good?
And then, because it really does get sunny, the visor may not be enough. Get a tight shot on this, all right? Here we go. Ira's very own Mickey Mouse sunglasses.
See, it's got Mickey
And
on
I've
the
got
lens.
a pair to match, too. You like my mini glasses?
I like your mini glasses.
Yeah, aren't they nice?
Sure.
Okay, now, Ira, you are a person who doesn't wear a wristwatch. Look at, no wrist watch. You wear pocket watches, right?
Yes, I do.
Mickey?
I keep Amtrak time.
Mickey comes in a pocket watch.
Look at a Mickey pocket
Isn't that nice?
watch. We want some Skyline Chili. We want some Skyline Chili. Oh, that's
Isn't that nice?
wonderful. Thanks.
Now, little Ashley was not able to come on this trip. You put that back.
I'm sorry.
You have to pay for that first. Don't you let him out of here without paying for these things. This is for little Ashley. Look at this. little bib for Ashley with all his favorite characters. There it is.
And that's when Mickey and Minnie and Donald and Pluto were little babies.
That's right. That's right. You didn't think they were blind.
Oh, that's so darn cute. I can't stand that.
Now, to dress you up with your total Mickey outfit, you need a Mickey Mouse tie, don't you?
I certainly do, Joyce, and I was going to ask that you give me one. Look at how you tie that tie.
Well, this is just your quick version.
She's
here.
one of the few people in the world. I can't believe you people go to your rooms. Okay, I admit that was better than what I had planned. All right. You are tacky human beings.
This is over. No. Okay.
I bet that gets taken out in editing. I don't want to say anything, but
I have a Mickey
one
Mouse.
of the few people in the world that ties with a limp. That's what I was going to say.
I have a Mickey Mouse scarf to go along with your tie there.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Gee, somehow it feels like it's really downhill from here. You know what I mean, Joyce?
Oh, my necklace came off.
This show's taking a whole different direction than we anticipated.
Why don't you play us out of this
Okay.
segment?
Thank goodness I'm disguised. People will think I'm Bob Braun, you know what I mean? Okay, what we're going to do is at this point take a break because we need to recover somehow. Coming up next, we're going to find out that Walt Disney World never in fact closes. We're going to find out what happens after hours. Behave yourself, Joyce. That was a glance at part of Tomorrowland here at Walt Disney World at the Magic Kingdom. The illusions that you see and encounter here are absolutely wonderful. So much so, they're so good that you don't realize it's all illusion. Magic, in fact, does happen here, but it takes a lot of work and a lot of work behind the scenes. We're going to talk with someone who will talk with us about that subject right now. Please welcome to our program, and this is a rowdy audience, so watch it, Susan. The seminar representative will find out what that means, Susan Pacooch.
Thank you.
Measure every word carefully, Susan. They are unforgiving. How nice to see you.
It's nice to see you. Looks like you're having a good time so far.
Having a wonderful time. Again, as I said, the only sadness associated with it is that this is our final day here.
Well, we're glad to have you. You can come back again, you know.
Okay. How about if we just don't leave? We'll stay. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's talk about this now. There is a whole world that we, as the visitors to Walt Disney World and the Magic Kingdom, don't see underground. Literally underground.
Well, Ira Joe, the whole illusion of Magic Kingdom, most of the magic is based on the fact that you don't see what's happening. You don't know what the work that's going on behind the scenes is done away from the view of the public, so that they can really get entranced and lost in the magic of the Magic Kingdom.
All right, we're seeing a map of the underground network here.
There is an entire basement underneath the Magic Kingdom where people are coming and going to work all the time, and this is a tunnel of the map that you're seeing here. It's a 9-acre basement, 1.5 miles of utilidors to get people to work.
Utilidors?
Tunnels. If you work in Main Street, USA, you see the folks in costume there. They cannot come to work through Tomorrowland, the world of the future, because they would be out of their themed area.
And that would ruin the illusion.
That's right. We also do a lot of our merchandise distribution under the tunnel area. You can see Mickey coming to work down there, so that you don't see if there's enough T-shirts at an Emporium gift store or hot dog buns at Coke Corner. It's all done underground, so our guests don't have to worry about that while they're here in the park.
Wow. And again, it all lends itself to the illusion, the atmosphere of illusion here. And services are provided underground as well. The handing out of the costumes and the laundering of them and everything.
We have one of the world's largest working wardrobes, thousands of pieces of costuming for the entertainers and all of the folks that work in the park, and they come underground and get their costuming. A lot of the costuming is made underground as well.
All right, now, since I have been here, and believe me, I've visited both Epcot Center and the Magic Kingdom extensively, I haven't seen a hedge being trimmed. I haven't seen a flower garden being weeded, and yet all this obviously is done and done every day. Why don't I see that?
Another part of the illusion is a lot of the work goes on after hours, after that last guest leaves the park and is completed. before the first guest arrives in the park. We want to make sure everything is picture perfect first thing in the morning. There you see the streets being hosed down. We have an entire graveyard crew that works throughout the night to polish the brass, sweep the streets, and get everything ready so that first guest that comes in the morning sees a picture-perfect experience. That's the way it should be.
Wow. And again, before the guests arrive, this work is done, this work is completed, and the workers are off to another assignment somewhere out of the view of the visitor to the Magic Kingdom.
So there they are polishing the brass on the carousel. If you came in the middle of the night, you'd see quite a bit of activity, really, just getting everything ready for the morning for the guests.
So, how many people would you think would be here in the middle of the night working?
Several hundred at any given time. It depends on which time of the year we're in. We have such different seasons, but...
Now, I wonder if when they're over there and, for example, cleaning, the Dumbo ride, do you think they climb aboard and take it for a couple of spins?
I doubt it. They take their work real seriously, Ira. They have to be working. Then they come in and play later like the rest of us do.
Well, don't you think maybe go by the Orville Redenbacher popcorn cart and grab a handful or two?
Well, it looks a little different at night. There's not as much happening, just a lot of work going on.
Isn't that something? Well, it is indeed an awful lot of hard work and done so very nicely. What is it when I call you a seminar representative? What seminar do you represent?
Well, we find a lot of folks are interested in what goes on behind the scenes and after hours, and the Disney approach to many different topics, everything from landscaping to our management and training of our employees, our maintenance that you're seeing here.
Look at this. This is the
Spaceship Earth. That's a pretty daring job.
Oh my
Maybe
heavens.
next time you come back, we can have you up there and try to work on that project.
You know, because I didn't even fly down with the crew and staff. I drove my 1938 for Blungin to get here. I'm not about being inside Spaceship Earth, no problem. Being outside and cleaning it,
Well, maybe next time we'll take you on one of our behind-the-scenes programs where we do teach people about how we handle a lot of the approaches to landscaping management, train our people, and really make this a very special place.
The key word is special, and I think that nice adverb in front of the adjective, the adverb very, certainly does apply. You also would qualify for being very special to come and talk with us about it, Susan. I really appreciate it. You're a native of Pittsburgh. Well, I bet you wish you were in Pittsburgh right now, huh?
Well, actually, I think I operate better on this sunshine down here.
That helps you. You're a solar-powered seminar representative.
Right.
I understand that. Susan Pakuch, thank you for chatting with us.
Thanks for having me here
Fascinating
today.
story, and I'm grateful to you for sharing it
Come
with
back
us.
and see us again.
We'll do it. I guarantee that. Stay tuned. Coming up next after this break, we're going to learn a step or two from Disney choreographers. Hey, magic feet. While we're down here trying to entertain, we are definitely being entertained by the wonderful, wonderful shows. And we're going to introduce to you now two of the people that put the shows on here at the Magic Kingdom and at Walt Disney World. Would you welcome, please, Senior Show Director Judy Lawrence and vocal specialist Larry Boy. Hi, Judy. Nice to see you.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Thank you. Nice to see you, Lair.
Thank you. Delighted to be with you.
Now, you worked in Muncie, Indiana for a while, Lair.
That is quite correct.
Now, a vocal specialist does what? Just stands around and sings all the time?
Oh, yes, basically. No,
I just do it in the shower. You do it everywhere. Is that it?
no, I just teach the parts to all the shows here in the park.
Okay, all right. And as a senior show director, you make it all come together.
Well, sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, wherever there's a show needed, we're there to create it and make it all happen eventually.
You're being too modest when you say sort of, Judy. Come on now. I saw you out here working with the gang, and it's a difficult task. How many people perform here at Walt Disney World?
Oh, I think we have close to 100 on contract for the year.
Now, it seems so effortless, it seems so flawless, so very show busy. How difficult is it to coordinate the singing and the dancing? I can do neither. Certainly, I couldn't do them simultaneously.
Well, when you have talented people like Judy Lawrence handling show direction, it's a very simple process.
Well, gosh, maybe you two could go out to dinner later on. That'd be kind of nice, yeah.
I don't think my wife would appreciate it particularly, but and then when you see the talent that we have, you'll notice that the job is not only enjoyable, it's, you know, you can sit back and watch other people do the work.
Do you, let's look now, first of all, at some of the scenes that, the audition process. The Epcot Center Institute for the Entertaining Arts is a program with which you are involved, Judy.
I am, to some extent. Larry is a little more involved. He's on the staff of that program, but I do use the talent for specials and things that come up here. So, as a matter of fact, we're using them today in the number, and they're terrific.
From time to time, an announcement will appear in newspapers around the nation that you're seeking people, and that is primarily how folks hear about the Institute's program and how they respond to it.
That is correct. As a matter of fact, we're in the process of finishing it up right now. We have about 2 more weeks to go to finish the nationwide auditions to pick our people for next year.
Now, you audition in particular cities, and then after you make that selection, people come here and begin to work with you?
That is correct. Some of them will start reporting the 1st of May, and some will be here the 1st of September.
All right, so let's kind of talk about this audition process, and would I be a candidate, Judy?
Oh, I think you'd be perfect. I saw you work this morning, and you're a fast study.
Fat study? Oh, fast study.
Fast.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I heard you there correctly or not. How difficult do you think it is from a dancer's standpoint to coordinate the singing and the dancing and all?
Well, I don't think there's a performer here at Disney that doesn't sing and dance together most of the time, so they're really used to doing that.
All right. Could you maybe show me a couple of steps here, Judy? Would that be possible?
Sure.
Want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing I thought is because most of the things we're doing here at Disney are real contemporary, that maybe you need to do maybe a little boogie feel. So here's a couple.
I don't know if I can get it going in the right direction.
Okay, try this. If you sway your hips right, left, that's good.
You know, you get these hips swaying, they might never stop. Oh, it's so tough being a sex symbol.
So let's do 4 of those.
Okay.
And then 2-step claps.
All right. See, I'll never get it. I'll never get it. I'm discouraged. You know what we ought to do probably is have some of the professionals show you how this is all done. Can we do that? Are we ready to do that? Ladies and gentlemen, some of the wonderful Disney characters, and they're joined by their friends, the Castle Connection. And again, the wonderful work of Judy Lawrence, Senior Show Director, and Larry Boy, the vocal coordinator here as well, vocal specialist. Thank you very much for being on the program, all right? Thank you, Judy. And we might get into the number. You can never tell. Here they go, ladies and gentlemen. Castle Connection, Mickey and Minnie and Chip and Dale and Goofy. Aren't they great? That was wonderful. I taught them everything they know. Really, it's great. Thank you, Judy Lawrence, and thank you, Larry Boy, and thank you, boys and girls. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mom and Dad. And I'd like to thank the Academy. No, I'm sorry. I got to stay with us. Coming up next, we're going to meet a man who captures the funny side in everybody. Right, gang? Yeah! Yeah, all right. Friday, and of course our week at Walt Disney World is drawing to a close, and we thought, wow, that would be appropriate with drawing to do some caricatures right now. So I would like you to welcome, please, to our program a gentleman who knows a lot about caricatures. He teaches and he does them himself, Mr. Jess Rubio, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning. Welcome.
you're a caricature artist.
Yes, sir.
You draw caricatures, but you also teach people here at the park to do so.
We have a staff of caricature artists that work around the park, and I have the fortunate duty of being able to teach them.
Are you going to do Joyce and me?
I'd like to do that.
Okay, and I'll try to draw you as we're talking here as well.
Okay,
How would that
fine.
be?
That sounds great.
It'd be a terrible job. But
I'm not attempting anything. I'm just going to watch you two do it.
now, so
You
tell
may
me,
attempt suicide after this, I don't know.
Jess, how come you're not starting?
Well, let me get you to turn your head just a little bit this way, Ira. Just a little
It's
bit.
going to be difficult for me to draw.
A little bit more. Kind of move your nose in that direction a little bit.
Move my nose. If I move my nose, my whole body will follow.
That's the point, Ira. Okay, hold it right there. That's great. Okay.
Now, available here at the park, Jess, are caricatures, portraits, and silhouettes, eh?
That is correct. Yeah.
How long have you been doing this sort of thing?
I just started a couple of minutes ago, Ira.
No, I think he meant your whole career.
Oh, I started, I don't know. I must have been 6 or 7 months, I don't know, 8,
Wow.
2 or 3 years old.
6 months you started drawing?
I don't know.
Boy.
Put a crayon in his hand and away he went.
Well, so you have a staff how large?
We
Jess,
have about,
Jess, where are
excuse
you?
me, I know these are the tough questions coming out. We have about 20 artists on staff at the present time.
Okay.
How's it going? Can you see? Going well?
You know, you're probably, to draw me, you're going to need more paper, probably.
Well, that's okay.
Okay. Does anybody ever draw a picture of you?
On occasion, somebody like a TV host will occasionally pick up a pen and...
That's good, Ira.
Oh, thanks, Joyce. You're just saying that because we work together and we have to.
No, it really is good.
Oh, stop it, stop it.
It's a great Mickey.
Are you going to put ears on us, Jess?
Oh, sure. Here they come right here.
All right. I mean Mickey Mouse ears.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other kind.
No, the kind that we use every day. What do people request? Do they make any strange requests of you?
Only that we minimize the nose and sometimes cut down on the, I think they call that the number of chins, I think is what they say.
You are so tacky, Jess.
Disney makes dreams of all kinds come true, don't they?
Now, how long have you been drawing pictures for Disney?
I started back in 1956.
You must be tired. Why don't you take a day off?
I've been trying to, but I've got heavy house payments.
All right, now do you do some original artwork that you decorate your house with?
Well, occasionally I like to get involved in Western art. It's something I've always been fascinated by, the basic drawing of cowboys and Indians.
No kidding. You like Charlie Russell?
One of my favorites,
Yeah.
Frederick Remington and that type.
Okay.
Joyce, could I get you to turn your head this way just a little bit? Hold it right there. That's
There?
great. That's perfect.
You don't have to
Well,
do
look
it
at
if you
these
don't want
ladies
to,
in the
Joyce.
audience. Oh, I'll cooperate.
Now,
What are you guys laughing at out there?
you know,
You'll tell us later.
the other day I saw some of the silhouettes that are available. They have a nice early American flavor to them, Jess.
Well, they do. The history of the silhouette, of course, goes back to the French history, and we're fortunate to have on staff here some of the best silhouette artists in the country.
Ah. I thought the history of silhouettes went back to the Platters. Silhouette, 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 silhouette. Hey, anything to sing, right? Okay, I'm almost done here.
I've got a couple of more strokes of this pen here, and I think I'm going to be pretty close to being through myself.
You're having a stroke? What did you say?
I had that just about last week.
Yeah,
when
I see.
Decided to come on your show, Ira. I think that's what it was.
Now, do people usually behave as we're not doing here, or do they chat with you as you're doing your work as well?
Well, the idea is to have fun with the drawing, and also the guests that I'm working with should be encouraged to relax and have a good time. You know, this is basically the theme that we try to establish here.
We just about completed over there?
I think we're
How much time do we have left, figuratively speaking?
I think we're...
All right, let's see that finished product, and we'll show you ours.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and hold that up for us?
I'm ready
Let's
to
see what
show
that
this.
looks like. Wow!
I
Look at
love it! And here's Jess. You're wonderful, Jess Rubio. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, our time is drawn to a conclusion here. Jess Rubio, character artist supreme. Stay with us. We're going to find out who can squeeze the most oranges next year at the Magic Kingdom.
That is wonderful.
we have discovered here in Florida at Walt Disney World, it's literally a culinary delight as well.
Bet it is. And with lunchtime shortly approaching, it's now time to decide what we're going to have for lunch. Let's start on this end.
We're just trying to fill the time between breakfast and lunch here. This way is what we're doing.
You can get a pizza here in Walt Disney World from the Plaza Pavilion. Doesn't that look good?
Yeah, it'll be at the Pizza Pavilion.
Pizza. You can get this, a soft pretzel from the Pretzel Wagon, the Fantasyland Wagon. They're
and
nice
they are soft.
Yeah, they're very soft. This is fruit cocktail from the Fruit Wagon. You can also get whole fruit there, and that's the wholesome snack that moms will probably want to give the kids. Over at Coke Corner, hot dogs, French fries,
Look at these
and of course
French fries.
Coke.
Look at these.
Aren't they neat?
How the dickens did they do that?
Yeah. Good too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're wonderful.
They're great.
Never had a bad one.
There's Orville Redenbacher popcorn all throughout the park at the special outdoor popcorn wagons. And at the Crystal Palace, you can get Mexican Club. And over here at Mile Long, a taco salad. And over here at Frontierland, churro, which is kind of a dessert, an interesting kind of dessert from Frontierland. You want to try that?
Look at that.
Good?
It's great.
Good.
It's wonderful.
Well,
you can also pick up a lot of distant radio stations with these. It's great.
We've got more food down there.
Sure. This is a dessert tray. You've definitely got to try these when you come down. Look at little Mickey Mouse ice cream bars.
Isn't that good?
And peanut brittle.
That's my favorite, my personal favorite.
You visited the place where they make the peanut brittle the other day.
You had a hard time getting me out of there, too.
Now we have these things. I don't know what they're called, but they're food.
They're from the Main Street Bakery.
And they're wonderful. An assortment of candy. Look at this dessert tray. Isn't that just wonderful?
That's also from Main Street Bakery.
Stay in your seats. Stop it. You'll have to answer to Amanda if you get out of those seats.
Look at that. Doesn't this look good?
This is a swordfish platter.
From King
Not a record,
Stephens.
it's lunch.
You know that King Stephens is in Cinderella's Castle, the restaurant itself?
Of course I knew that.
Oh, I didn't know that before.
Sure.
Look at this,
And we have a fresh Danish tray. Isn't that great?
Yum.
Oh, let's get a grip. It's only food.
Look at what we have here.
Prime rib platter. Well,
that's over at the Crystal Palace if you want to get that there.
One of the many events that happens here annually, and it's coming up next month, the merry month of March, are the Goofy Games. It's where cities from around the country vie for the chance to participate for that grand prize of $10,000, which can be then donated to your favorite charity. One of the events is the orange juice squeeze, and we're going to have one of the events right now. We have the Mickey team. Here they come. Dick
and the Minnie
Stan.
team. We've got Doris and Thelma.
How are you?
Hi, Doris.
Hello, Stan. Stan is from Coleraine Township in Cincinnati.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, put your hats on, guys. And we have Goofy himself, our referee, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Goof.
Go, Goofy.
Come on, put on those hats. Now, you have 90 seconds, Mickey team and Minnie team, in which to squeeze the most orange juice, and we're going to begin it with the official starter.
Where are the oranges? There they are. All right.
When you hear that noise, that means begin. Are we ready, Dave?
Doris and Thelma, come on,
All
you
right.
can do it. Do it for
This
the Minnies.
is the start.
Ladies, cheer the Minnies on.
Here we go.
Go, 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 go.
All right, the competition has begun. Dick and Stan are vying for the title of squeezing the most orange juice. And, of course, what we're shooting for is volume.
Go, go, go.
How are we doing, Goofy?
Harder, ladies.
Looks good, looks good. All right. Referee Goofy is on the scene, checking out, making sure everything goes all right.
You're doing a great job.
Stan and Dick are working away very industriously, and it looks like the Minnie team is just making a mess.
That's right. There you go.
The whole point of it, of course, is to, within 90 seconds, squeeze the most juice out of the most oranges and fill up the graduated beaker.
Goofy, who you rooting for? Nobody but
These guys are doing a great job.
Go, go, ladies, go.
All right. How do you feel at this point, Stan? Real good, good, good.
How you doing, Thelma? How you doing? Great, great.
Hey, Dick,
Doris,
orange, you embarrassed?
Oh, yes.
Good, yes. Okay, look at these
Ladies
guys
have far more
going.
experience at this than men.
Goofy, they're doing a great job, huh? All right. I think Goofy's leaning a little bit toward the Mickey team.
No, come on, ladies.
Again, this will be some of the competition that will be happening in the Goofy Games. We have 15 seconds left, guys.
Come on, ladies.
15 seconds left.
Go.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, buzz, buzz.
Boy, just like in a boxing match, Goofy, the referee, had to pry these guys apart. As I asked Dick in the middle, no, you don't get to tidy up. What is this? We can pour that pitcher in there. Go ahead, pour that pitcher in here. And we will see now just exactly who has won, the Minnie team or the Mickey team. It was a great competition. It was a great competition. For the winning team, we have Walt Disney World 15th birthday t-shirts. All right? And for the losing team, we don't have anything. We have, you get to drink the orange juice.
We have our pride intact, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sponges and hairspray.
And your ears.
You're wonderful. Thank you very much, gentlemen and ladies. You did a great job. And Referee Goofy, thank you. And we'll see you next month for the Goofy Games right here at Walt Disney World. All right. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we're going to find out what's in store for the future of Walt Disney World. We'll be right back. We have, of course, all this week pondered the wonderful present and the impressive history of Walt Disney World and the Magic Kingdom and Epcot Center. Now we're going to look into the future. We have a gentleman who knows more about that than probably anybody. Welcome, please, to our program, the Vice President of Disney Development Company, Mr. Wing Chow, ladies and gentlemen. Wing, how nice to see you.
Good to see you.
You've been with Disney for 15 years.
Yes.
That's a nice history in itself. And most of the time, though, you've been looking off into tomorrow for the Disney company.
Along with other colleagues.
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's hardly a one-man job. Let's talk about such things, and we'll even show you here through the wonders of modern electronics some of the projects that are planned, and we'll ponder them as we do. I guess the first thing that comes to mind is the Disney MGM Film and Television Studio and Tour at all.
Yes, and that's rolling here. You can see we have a...
This is an artist's concept of what it will look like. It's intended to be a working studio as well as a place for visitors to visit and tour and learn about film and television.
Correct. It's on 100-acre land. It's the southwest from Epcot Center. And what you see on the monitor now is the main boulevard towards the Chinese Grumman Theater. And,
wow.
and you can see what we are illustrating here.
It shows active actual production
of film and television.
Now, the nice thing about this particular tract of land here in Florida, where we're located, it allows you to have that kind of expansion that you anticipate for the company.
Exactly. We have both the indoor, sound stages as well as outdoor filming, and we have a video theater, for guests. They can participate, and similar to your show.
Sure.
The next time we come back, we have the show.
I like
in the
that.
video
I like
theater.
it when you say come back. I think that's a nice term. I like that, come back. Yeah.
You have to come back.
Now, Pleasure Island. What will that be?
Pleasure Island is an expansion of our Walt Disney World Village, and it'll be about 100,000 square feet of retail and entertainment. That's the Videopolis, our dancing studio, and it's going to be open next spring. Now, what you're seeing now is the Norway
That's under
Pavilion.
construction, World Showcase at Epcot Center.
Right, and we're going to have a Viking ship ride.
All right.
And you go through the White River, thrilling experience.
Are you going to have a fjord? I'd love to have a fjord there.
Yes.
It's not much fun to say, All right. Typhoon Lagoon?
Yes, and that's also going to open next year.
Why Typhoon Lagoon? What does that mean?
Because you're seeing that 2.5-acre wave-making area, and it's going to have the best surf.
I've spent my entire life making waves, so I'll certainly be attracted to that.
Well, you'll be the first one to splash, in there, to create a big splash.
Okay,
well, nothing personal.
Oh, don't encourage him. What is this? I guess that's what you call being zinged by Wing, is what happened there. Yes.
That's a 400-foot long roaring stream.
Oh,
yes.
boy.
And we'll have 9 water slides, and look, that boat got lost.
Yeah, what happened there?
95-foot
Talk about
here.
dry dock.
All these are designed by our Walt Disney Imagineers in California.
That word in itself suggests what the work is they do. Imagineers. Isn't that a wonderful term?
Right, that's the site plan. Now that's the Grand Floridian Hotel, which is also under construction.
There we go.
And it's on the monorail beam. And it's going to open next summer. And we already got your room picked out.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Kind of like a suite, Wing. This is in the Victorian theme.
Yes.
Ooh, that's going to be beautiful. What else have we here? Oh, a map of everything.
This is basically the Walt Disney World property. Let's see, this way.
Oh, we have the map upside down? Oh, I'm sorry.
Right here.
No wonder I was lost.
Yes. Now, the Grand Floridian Hotel.
We were sitting in the Gulf of
here.
Mexico there for a second. I'm sorry about that. All right, Wing, where are we here?
The Grand Floridian Hotel. Currently, we are right here in front of the castle.
You carry this little portable pointer with you?
Yes, I do. You never know.
Wow.
You're going to be caught on the TV show. So.
Yeah, that's hey. How many stations can you get with that one? That's great there. You have to collapse that when you do a car wash, don't you? Oh, yes, right. Okay.
Like this.
All right. Now, where were we? Yes, when reality intervened.
Okay. Here we are here, and the Grand Floridian Hotel is going to be here.
And again, it will be a terminal on the monorail route.
Correct. The monorail goes around here, and you can take the monorail all the way to Epcot Center.
Yep.
And the Disney MGM Studio Tour is right here. And Typhoon Lagoon is being built right here. And Norway, of course, is part of the World Showcase, so it's the Inside World Showcase.
Well, it sounds so very, very exciting. And also, the world of Disney is reaching into other continents other than North America, too.
Correct.
There is a Magic Kingdom in Tokyo.
Correct.
And you're thinking now of a European venture.
Yes, we've been negotiating with the French government for the last year and a half, and we're going to be building one in east of Paris.
A Magic Kingdom?
A Magic Kingdom and a second theme park, and we're going to have hotels, office building, golf courses.
You know, I think it'd be real nice if we did our show from Tokyo or from Paris. You know what I mean, Wing? I mean, I don't want to, you know, plant a seed here or anything, but and we'll take this audience with us, huh?
Absolutely.
Oh, aren't they something? It is very exciting, and I am so grateful to you and everybody else at Disney for sharing that excitement with us on our program. It's an honor to have you as our guest, and yes, indeed, we look forward to chatting with you again in the not-too-distant future.
Great. From Paris?
Sure,
Tokyo?
sure, you betcha.
From California?
It would
come
be
back
great.
here again.
Thank you, Wing.
for coming.
Wing
Thank you.
Chow, ladies and gentlemen, Vice President of Disney Development.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Well, that moment has come. I can't believe we're finally closing out our week of shows here. It came so quickly, and it has gone by so quickly.
It did. We started so long ago in the planning stages, and for it to have happened the way it did is just a delight for us. And you know, it's just incredible that it's over.
It is. We had so much fun. I especially want to thank Margarita Finelli, our producer, and the most wonderful staff imaginable with whom I had the good fortune to work. And I can't name everybody. It would take too long, and I would probably unintentionally leave somebody out. But they have worked so hard, so long, and so dedicatedly that it's been a delight sharing this time with them and being a part of this wonderful, magical place.
You bet.
We also want to introduce to you some very special people, some new friends of ours that will always be friends of ours. They represent, and very nicely so, Walt Disney World. Would you welcome to our program, please, someone who has been such a tremendous help and dear friend, Kathy Glazer, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Kath.
Hey.
How are you?
Thank you. Great.
Kathy is the senior marketing representative in the promotions department. I had to read that to make sure I got it correctly, but you are a friend, and thank you for everything you've done for us.
And thank you, Ira. It's been a pleasure.
Well, we're just absolutely delighted, and what fun and what nice memories we're going to take with us. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a dear friend of ours, Clay Newbill. Look at Clay.
Clay.
Clay is the production coordinator, media production, and does a great Howard Cosell, let me tell you. Clay, thank you for everything.
You're welcome.
He also does a great Snow White, but we won't ask him to do that.
This stage where we're standing, constructed instantly, just like that. This is normally some of the beautiful landscaping here in the Magic Kingdom. Clay and his wonderful staff and crew responsible for that, and they are great, great people. And also, on the wings of Florida Express, just about everybody arrived here, and I would like to introduce to you the Director of Marketing for Florida Express, Mr. Kevin Comby. We're going to make room up here. Hello, Kevin. thank you very much for the wonderful participation at Florida Express.
It was our pleasure to be able to participate, Ira Joe.
Well, it's just wonderful, and we hope maybe this will be a long-time enterprise. We're grateful to you, Kevin.
We'll look forward to seeing you again.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kevin.
Again, the key word here, I think, is magic. It's a word we've used so very much during this week. It's a word, though, that does indeed apply. Magic comes in many forms. It comes in the work that you see here and also the work that you do not see that contributes to the wonderful illusions and the wonderful sense of magic. Magic also exists in the form of friendship, something that we have here in abundance and memories that we'll take with us forever and ever and ever. Thank you very much for being so kind. Cincinnati, we love you. We'll see you Monday at home. Thank you and bless you.
Bye-bye.
And God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Kathy. Today's Ira Joe Fisher Show was brought to you in part by your neighborhood Kroger store. Travel arrangements for the Ira Joe Fisher Show provided by Florida Express.